season 2, the premiere episode. Sorry, that was a long sentence to get out. Did you watch it? What did you think of it? Let me know in the comments below. Right, moving on, and this is going to be the final story of the day today. There's all sorts of other stuff on small screen that you can go and look at, but these are the stories that I picked out, and it's actually Ron Howard. So Ron Howard revealed that the fans could make a Star Wars Story 2 happen. So this is to me, this is quite. I like the fact that he said. I mean, again, we're reading between the lines. When I'll bring up the quote in a second, but it's the Solo is a bit of a difficult kind of Star Wars film to talk about, because I remember when I first saw it, I wasn't very impressed by it. I went to the cinema and I was watching it. I was kind of like, what's the point of this film? And I kind of agreed with a lot of people online who said it's rubbish and it's like that there's nothing really new in it and it's not really giving us anything of any real value. And there is that there. But I watched it again recently. Maybe it was the fact that I was in lockdown in the UK and I was thinking, I just watched it and I was like, you know what? I really enjoyed it the second time round. Like, I loved it. And I rewatched all the Star Wars films, and I rewatched in particular the two films that kind of really stood out to me were Rogue One and this one, and Solo: A Star Wars Story. And I was watching it, and I watched both of them, and then at the end of it, I said, you know what? I think I preferred Solo to Rogue One, which is crazy because I remember when I first, and you know, you might tell me in the comments if you disagree with me. Again, it's a personal opinion, but rewatching it, I think I watched Rogue One 3 times at the cinema, and I really adored it. Maybe it's just fatigue, maybe because I've watched it so many times. But I remember watching it this last time thinking, there's something, why am I not enjoying this as much? And why did I like Solo much more? Again, I think it's because, Rogue One, there was the idea of making it quite a dark war movie. And there are elements of that in it. But ultimately, it was really watered down by the end of it. I mean, I know we've spoken about this before, you know, that it is a sad ending. And also there's also the sense that we know kind of how it's going to end to begin with. But when I watched Solo: A Star Wars Story, it was just really good fun. And it's something that I think has been lacking a bit in... and something that The Mandalorian has kind of brought back as well. It's that element of just pure joy when it comes to Star Wars. And I really think Alden Ehrenreich's performance in it, I think, is really, really underrated. I also think Woody Harrelson is brilliant in it. And I think it's the best thing that Emilia Clarke's ever done. Like, I think she's really good in this. And it ends, spoilers, on what I really loved was a bit of Darth Maul at the end of it. And, you know, we can go into what's happened to Ray Parker in another episode, but no, it was I really, really enjoyed it, and I think it deserves a sequel. I think if they do make a sequel, maybe make it for like Disney Plus, maybe whether it's something they can do, I don't know. But no, let's go down here to he was actually on an episode of Lights Camera Barstool, the podcast. And he spoke about the possibility of Solo 2 happening. And he said, no rumblings, though. And this is not a spoiler or anything, but I think there is interest in those characters. I think there's interest in the gangster world somewhere down the line. But I can assure you there's nothing being developed right now for a movie or Disney Plus. But one great thing is there has been a lot of affection shown for Solo. And so, of course, that keeps boding well for them to eventually turn it around. It's late. I'm sorry. I'm butchering these quotes, but it's that's quite interesting. To me, reading between the lines, he's basically saying, fans, if you pull like a Zack Snyder, you know, the Zack Snyder cut, like the way they did that, the way they got really, really motivated online, we could get a Solo 2, and I don't think that'd be a bad thing. I think, I mean, I did see a lot of people trying to get the hashtag make Solo 2 happen. And, you know, there's a lot of Solo 2 and, you know, that online. But that there is appetite for it out there, and that it seems as though people are interested and do want this to happen. Alden Ehrenreich himself has said he'd like to come back and do something with the role. And he probably suffered more than most people when it comes to his portrayal of Han Solo. To the movie, and in particular his portrayal of Han Solo. People didn't seem to, some people, quite vocal people online, didn't seem to gravitate towards it that much, which is a shame, because I think it is a really good performance. I think a lot of people need to rewatch it, and maybe second time round it kind of starts growing on you. So yeah, I would like to see it happen. I would like to see a Solo 2 happen. Let me know in the comments below if you think that's something that should happen, that you want to see. Just let me know. What did you enjoy it? Did you not? Let's have a talk about